Dear students, today's video is once again based upon probability, and we will discuss the cases of two dice. The question based upon the experiments related to two dice. So if we have done an experiment of throwing two dice, what are the total outcomes? So first of all, we will learn how to write the outcomes when two dice are thrown. Children, let us suppose that we have a dice which is marked with blue color, and another die is there. We have another die, and this die is marked with red color. So all the events of red color die I have written in rows, and all the outcomes of blue die I have written in column. And we will follow a simple pattern that we will first write row and then column. So first row is this. So first we will write the number appearing in the row die, and then we will writing the number appearing in the blue die, that is the die in column. So children, this is one for this, one for this. Red dice first, blue die second. So first 1, then comes 2, then 1, then comes 3. Then for row, you will always write the number appearing in row first and the number appearing in column second. So 1 and 4, 1 and 5, 1 and 6. Now this is 2 and 1, 2 and 2, 2 and 3, 2 and 4, 2 and 5, 2 and 6. In this way, you will write down all the total outcomes, and they are 36 in number. Now children, let us do the expected questions. What is the probability of getting the sum 2 die? Sum 2. When we will throw two dice together, what is the probability that we will get the sum 2? Now children, look here. This is the only case where you will get the sum 2. 1 and 1. We will move diagonally. When we are talking about sum, we will move diagonally. We will move diagonally like this. Okay. So when I am talking about sum 2, there is only one outcome. So one favorable upon total 36 outcome. Therefore, the probability is 1 by 36. What is the probability of getting sum 3? So sum can be if you get 2 on red die, 1 on blue die, or if you are getting 1 on red die and 2 on the blue die. So both the cases are favorable, as in both the cases you are getting the sum equal to 3. So two favorable cases out of 36, and we can say that the probability of this event is 1 by 18. Now what is the probability if the sum is 4? So if the sum is 4, you will consider this diagonal, and in this diagonal there are three cases giving us the sum 4. 3 and 1 it could be 2 on both the dice, or it can be 1 on first and 3 on the second die. So there are three favorable cases out of 36, and therefore the probability of the event is 1 by 12. What is the probability of getting the sum equal to 5? So now you will consider this diagonal, and on this diagonal we have 1, 2, 3 and 4 outcomes giving us the sum 5. Therefore 4 favorable out of 36 total, and the probability will be 1 by 9. Similarly, getting the sum is equal to 6. So we will follow this diagonal now, and now in this diagonal we have 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 outcomes. So 5 favorable out of 36. Therefore, the probability of getting the sum 6 is 5 by 36. What is the probability of getting the sum 7? So 1, 2, 3, and then 4, then 5, and then 6. So there are total 6 cases where we have 6 1, 5 2, 4 3, 3 4, 2 5, 1 and 6. In all these cases, the sum is appearing 7. Therefore, 6 favorable out of total 36 gives us that the probability is 1 by 6. So from 1 to the sum, from 2, sum 2 to sum 7, you have seen gradually we are increasing 1 by 36, 2 by 36, 3 by 36, 4 by 36, 5 by 36, and 6 by 36 till 7. From starting from 2 till 7, we are increasing by 1 in favorable outcomes. Now 7 onward, if you will look at 7 onward, again it will start reducing. 6 and 2, 5 and 3, 4 and 4, 3 and 5, and this is 2 and 6, and then 2 and 6. So how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So now again you are reducing. If you are getting the sum 5, it will be 5 by 36. If you are getting the sum 9, it will be 4 by 36. Getting the sum 10, it is 3 by 36. Getting the sum 11, 2 by 36. And getting the sum 12, it is 1 by 36. And now bring them all in the smallest term, so to get the perfect answer. Now children, these are the simple events. Now let us move towards a little difficult. What is the probability of getting the sum an even number? Sum should be an even number. So how many sums are there which are even? So when we are getting the sum 2, that is favorable. Sum, if appears the sum 2, that is favorable. 4 appears, sum is appearing, sum of the numbers appearing in both the dice. If that is 4, that is also favorable. 6 is favorable, 8 is favorable, and 12 is favorable. Now, how many ways of getting the sum 2 you have learned earlier? So there is only one way of getting 2, that is 1 and 1. Getting sum 4, there are 3 cases where you are getting the sum 4, that is 1 3, 2 2, and 3 1. So that means there are 3 cases. Getting the sum 6, there are 5 cases. Getting the sum 8, there are 5 cases. Getting the sum 10, there are 3 cases. And getting the sum 12, there is only one case. So total favorable are, let us add all these favorable cases. 1 plus 3, 4 plus 10, 14, and plus 4, that is 18. Therefore the probability of the event is 18 by 36, that is 1 by 2. Similarly, what is the probability of getting the sum an odd number? So sum can be odd, sum can be any among these. If 3, the sum is appearing in both the dice is 3, that is odd. Sum if appears 5, that is also odd. Sum if appears 9, that is also odd. 9 is odd, 11 is odd. So if all these sums appear, they all will be considered as favorable. Now how many ways are there to get the sum 3? There are two ways where you get the sum 3. That is when you are getting 1 on first die, 2 on second die, and when you are getting 2 on first die and 1 on second die. Both the cases are giving you the sum 3. So there are two ways of getting the sum 3. Similarly, there are four ways. There are four ways. There are four ways of getting the sum 5. There are 6 ways of getting the sum 7. There are 4 ways of getting the sum 9, and there are 2 ways of getting the sum 11. So total number of favorable ways are 18, and the probability is 18 divided by total Outcomes, that is 1 by 2. Now getting a sum divisible by 3. Now how many sums are divisible by 3? First of all, you will ask how many sums are there which are divisible by 3. So the sums appear from 2 to 12. So out of these sums, if 3 appears, it is favorable, 6 is favorable, 9 is favorable, 12 is favorable. So all these are favorable sums. Now how many ways are there to get sum 3? Sum 3 is obtained in two ways, as I explained you in the previous one. Here I have explained you. Similarly, getting the sum 6, there are 5 ways. Getting the sum 9, there are 4 ways. Getting the sum 12, there is only one way. So how many total favorable? 5 plus 2 plus 4 plus 1, that is 12. So 12 favorable divided by total 36. Therefore, the probability of this event is 1 by 3. Now, what is the probability of getting a doublet? First of all, you have to understand what is doublet. Doublet means getting same number on both the die. So, getting 1 and 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, 6, all are considered as the favorable, and total favorable will become 6. Therefore, the probability of the event is 6 by 36, that is 1 by 6. Now getting the sum a prime number. First of all, you have to think how many sums are prime. So if you are getting a sum 2, that is prime number. Sum 3 is prime. 5 is prime. 7 is prime. And 11 is prime. These are the sum favorable. Now how many ways of getting these sum? 2 is appearing only once when we get 1 and 1 on both the dice. So that means to obtain the sum 2, there is only one way. To obtain the sum 3, there are two ways, that is 1, 2, 2, 1. And there are 4 ways of getting the sum 5. There are 6 ways of getting the sum 7. There are 2 ways of getting the sum 11. Therefore, total number of favorable ways are 15 out of total 36. Therefore, the probability of this event is 5 by 12. I hope you must have enjoyed this video. That's all for today.